BassResinator here. I have a frog 'cause it's Froggy Friday. And this mold got stained. I did a Dion the neon frog, and it stained the mold. It's not going to come off on this, but I have something because this is Halloween. This is Halloween. This doom 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 doom. Yeah, my choir sang that. I found my wife and I have a pecan tree, and I don't know what caused this, but it's a ghost leaf. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like. The little veins are still there, but all the rest of the leaf structure is gone. Well, let's see if we can make a ghost frog. This is actually a leaflet on a pecan. Here's the whole leaf, and it goes all the way back to here, which is where the nub is on the thing. So you know that this whole thing is a leaf, and the individual pieces like this are leaflets. Now I'm pretty sure this is not going to, it's going to produce bubbles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this resin in my vacuum chamber. It's got a lot of little bubbles, but actually I'm not going to do that. Actually I am, but I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of this into my frog. I'm not going to fill it up very much. Now there are bubbles in it. I know this. But I need to get some underneath that leaflet. And some on top of it. And then put this whole thing in. Now the eyes are already in place. Put this whole thing in my vacuum chamber. And then we'll see how that does. Well, actually, it doesn't look like it held any bubbles at all. That's cool. Now, like I said, I did put the eyes in place. Part of that leaflet is sticking up. Let me get it underneath. There we go. And then I'm going to pull this out and bring. Yeah, there is a bubble hanging out there now. Dun, dun, dun. Hopefully that'll all come out in the vacuum chamber. And then I have some glow-in-the-dark sky blue that I want to put like for the feet. So when I pour the rest more in there, and then I'm going to try and get the feet. And some of it may come over the top, which is okay. But I want it to glow too, if that makes sense. Halloween. Somebody said, you're not doing hardly any Halloween stuff. Well, I don't get into gory, scary things. So, but fun stuff like this, yeah, I'm all into that. Okay, let me go put this in the vacuum chamber and this, and then come back and continue. I'll be back. There were a ton of bubbles on that, but they're gone now. So we have a ghost leaf just in time for Halloween. See what temperature that is. Sometimes putting it through the vacuum chamber gets it kind of warm. Yep, it's already 97. Let's see if I can get his toesies. This is Bondcrafter 1:1 resin that I'm using. Some of that's going to run down, I know that, because this is heavier than just plain resin because of the powder that I mixed in there. And that's fine. It'll add a cool effect. You know, I don't know if there exists any, but what would be really cool is if they had alcohol ink that was glow in the dark. Because that, well, I'm sure it would still weigh a little bit, but going to go down into the legs a little bit, which will create a cool effect, hopefully. Okay, I was hoping that leaf would stay down. Oh, look, some of that glow in the dark stuff went down. I wonder if I put a little glow in the dark right on the end of that, if it would stay. Probably not, but we can try, huh? Just sitting there. I just don't want it popping up. I've got a bubble right there. A few over here. That's where I mixed up that glow in the dark powder. Got some bubbles. And now that leaf's coming up. Well, I guess I just file it off when it eventually comes all the way to the top. wonder if there was something I could put in there to hold that down. Well, I'll let this cure up and I'll let you see what I eventually do with it. Okay? We'll see ya. Bye. All cured up. I ended up dropping a little shard of lapis lazuli and a shard of amethyst to hold that leaf down so that I wouldn't have to worry about it poking up, so that it would stay in place. Plus, some of that glow in the dark went on around the bottom, so I don't know how well we're going to be able to see it. First, I want to charge it, and we'll be able to see where that stuff went. Let me be back in just a bit. Okay. Yep, we got some that went definitely underneath. It almost looks like a skeleton on there. I hope we're going to be able to see the leaf. We'll find out. Let's turn the lights back on. It looks cool from the underside though. Toes are still a bit bendy. Bendy, bendy. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Oh, I can't see the right there. You got fall colored eyes. Boy, look at it right here, that leaf coming up under his chin. You can see the ghost. You see that ghost leaf right here and up in his head and a little bit around the edge. I'm wondering, let's turn off lights again and see what happens. It's a touch on light. I was wondering if I could see the, no. I was hoping I'd be able to see the leaf through that. Well, I knew it was going to come down, but I didn't think it was that much was coming down. But it's still kind of cool, especially if you look at it from the bottom. But you can see it definitely. The little piece flopping through his head. Goes on around his. And I can see the leaf here. So we have a ghost leaf frog for Halloween. Yeah. Another glow in the dark. I like glow in the dark stuff. Mary from Resin Me Up has been doing a lot of glow in the dark stuff lately, and I said, I love glow in the dark. She goes, I know you do. So she's not doing it just for me. She's doing it for the sake of wanting glow in the dark. But definitely a ghost leaf. That was one of the weirdest things. I went out there and I thought, oh, I've got to use that. I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it. But yeah, glows in the dark and everything. Okay, subscribers, thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, it's very easy to become one. Go down to the bottom of this screen. There's a subscribe button. Just click it and follow the instructions. While you're there, there's another little icon of a bell. Click that and you'll be notified anytime I do something new. Channel does have memberships available. If you want to support the channel that way, just click the button that says join. This is a collaboration called Froggy Friday, and it is the Halloween edition. So go down in the description. This is, I like this guy. I wish I could see more of that leaf right here, but you know what I can see is really cool. Gives it that ghosty vibe. Check the description and go watch the other people's their versions of Frog for this special occasion. Yeah. Well, I'll have a couple pictures of this guy, so check those out at the after I finish talking. Thank you for being here today. We'll see you. Bye.